perspective, I'm C Towns alongside Nate G.
What's up?
Mr. Ed.
Yes, sir.
NBA season. Now, after all these trades and seeing some of the trades, some of these players play, what do y'all think of these teams? Like the 76ers.
C Towns, I gotta ask you. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna flip the question back to you. How do you feel about the 76ers getting your most favorite player in the NBA? James Ennis!
Oh, God.
James Ennis is now part of the 76ers, bro!
That's fine.
Your favorite guy!
But you wanna know why it's fine? Because he's not starting.
Yeah, no. He's a defensive.
That was the only
defensive
that was
3 and D
my
guy.
only gripe about him.
He's just a defensive 3 and D
Houston
guy.
thought that he was gonna be a starter.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, granted, Carmelo sucks.
Yeah. Well,
But
I love the trade. Tobias Harris.
oh, that's a great addition.
He can shoot, rebound. He can pass. Another ball handler. I mean, I'm loving it. Go ahead.
Which team in the East has the biggest impact off of those trades? The Sixers or the Raptors? Because, I mean, they got Marc Gasol, who's a lot better than Valanciunas.
Tobias Harris.
Yeah,
I think
Harris, because basically they got somebody who's going to be going up against Embiid. I like Embiid over him. Who they have on their team for Tobias Harris?
Kawhi Leonard.
Okay, now who's going to stop Simmons, Jimmy Butler?
Man, there's other players on the
Who?
team.
Like who?
Don't be disrespectful. I'm a Sixer fan, but
Like
you're not
who?
going to
I'm just
disrespect the
saying.
Raptors.
All I'm saying, I ain't
We
just
can't disrespect the
I'm
Raptors
saying
now. Like,
we're
the
talking
Raptors-
about an impact. Tobias Harris, to me, is a better player than Marc Gasol.
I mean, it's different
And
positions.
we already
I mean,
had a better center than them, so they got a center, but our center is better.
I mean, it's a different position. It's not really comparable, but
No, I'm just talking about the impact on the team.
yeah.
Where-
And he's coming off. He's coming off of the bench. He's not starting.
Is it pushing the team forward? I mean, I like the Sixers to come out of the East now.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It to me
I really
depends on if Marc Gasol can go back to how good he used to be. I'm gonna say even just 2 years ago.
I don't think so.
It's just because, hey, I don't know. Playing for Memphis, like they haven't been good in a while.
Yeah, but he also
Marc Gasol is still a very good player.
I'm
in
not
my
saying
opinion.
And I don't think he was giving it his all. Now it's like he has a chance to get there.
Well, we'll see. We got plenty of time to see it all play out, though. That's the good thing. So we'll
The East is definitely coming down to Toronto and Philly.
yeah.
Yo, I can't believe Indiana is third ahead of the Sixers.
and
They were balling out, but they're not going to last.
With all the
very
Depot.
long, yeah, they were balling out.
Yeah. And they're good defenders. I mean, they play good defense and they can score.
And the Bucks,
Yeah.
I can't take away the Bucks either.
Yeah, but I think it's the Sixers and Toronto.
But yo, I
But the
don't.
Bucks they got Mirotic.
Yep, great shooter.
That is that's
shooter.
big.
Great shooter.
To go with-
great 3-point shooter. Added to a roster that's already deadly.
Yeah.
But yo, I don't know if y'all knew this or not, but the 76ers starting five now with the acquisition of Tobias Harris, Ben Simmons, J.J. Redick, Tobias Harris, Jimmy Butler, and Joel Embiid is the only team in the league where all 5 starters were averaging at least 17 points a game.
It was from trade though, so
Still, the starting 5 right now, moving forward for the rest of the year.
All right, they play together and they continuously average 17 points a game, then that's big.
Okay, I see
but it
what
was
you're
acquired
saying.
from a trade
Yeah.
from a team. Tobias Harris
yeah.
was the primary scorer for the
You want to see if that continues with the
I mean, I think what he scored 14 his first game.
yeah. So it was 3 points away.
But you're gonna see it shift.
Yeah, no.
J.J. Redick put up 30.
34.
So, but he's not going to continuously put up 30. Like I said, that's what makes the Sixers good, though, is the fact that they have other players to rely on. If J.J. Redick's off, Jimmy Butler can go off. If Jimmy Butler's not going off, Embiid can go off. Tobias Harris can go off. Ben Simmons can go off. That's what makes them good.
Yeah. It won't be if we stop Simmons now. We can basically their whole squad is mucked up. Their offense is mucked up. It won't be that way this year.
Yeah, the East is definitely
The Midwest.
going to be crazy.
The East is
now,
the Midwest.
I will concede on this. I might as well just wave the white flag now. Especially after last night's game. You was right. I don't know what's wrong with the Celtics.
I want you to. Oh wait.
I don't know what's wrong with the Celtics.
Yes.
They blew a 28-point lead to the Clippers.
Well, listen. When you're big,
there's too many of the same players.
That too. But when your biggest star already looking on for his next team,
he's gone. Kyrie's gone.
But he's all right. I would agree with you, but he's looking to go to his next team because he saw this coming. Look how Boston's been playing all year. Boston's been the most inconsistent team with the best roster.
Nate G said early on.
Let's hear it, baby. Let's hear it.
He said early on that they got too many of the same player.
Say it again.
How they gonna get time for these players? You know what their rotation is gonna be like.
Say it again, Mr. Ed.
You know, I mean, it's coming to.
Say it again, C-Town. Say it again.
It's bad. It's bad. So the East. It's crazy because the East and West are kind of the same this year when it's normally been the West dominating. This year in the East, to me, it's going to come down to 4 teams. If Oladipo didn't get hurt, the Pacers would be in the mix because I don't know what sparked them, but the Pacers were balling before that injury. But the Bucks, the Raptors, the Sixers, Boston, but I just don't see it. Boston, I don't see it. But let's head over to the West.
Porzingis goes to Dallas? So you got Rookie of the Year in Doncic. I think we all three can agree that
they're both around the same age.
Right. So Porzingis and Doncic in Dallas.
Porzingis playing alongside Dirk Nowitzki so he can practice with him on a daily basis too.
Yeah.
That's big.
Yeah. Yep. So, all right. Because me and C. Towns had a conversation last night on if we felt like Dallas was going to make the playoffs next year. So let me ask you, Mr. Ed, do you feel like the Dallas Mavericks next year, with Porzingis coming back healthy and Doncic in the second year, do you think that those two will carry the Dallas Mavericks to the playoffs
half the conference goes to the playoffs.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, they can make the playoffs. They're going to make any noise next year? I don't know.
Yeah, it depends on what happens in the offseason.
Yeah. So you think they'll make the playoffs?
Huh?
You think they'll make the playoffs?
They can. This is possible.
No, I want to hear yes or no.
Let me just put this in perspective.
I said no. I said yes.
Let me add this to the question. Right now, the Dallas Mavericks have been playing without Porzingis.
Yeah.
They are only 3 games out of the 7th seed.
7. How many games out of the 8th?
The 7th and 8th seed are tied. They're both tied. The San Antonio Spurs and Clippers, 32-26, 31-26.
Yeah, right now they're 11th in the West.
Yeah, so
so that's what I'm saying. Like
they can make the playoffs.
They can make the playoffs,
but will they go far? Yeah. I don't think next year they can go far.
I just want to see Dallas in the playoffs.
But honestly, though, to be honest, no team, unless something happens with Golden State, the Dallas Mavericks next year, they could be a Denver Nuggets type of team.
Oh, I'm not sure about that.
All right, let's keep it.
Right now they're number 2 in the West.
I'm still shocked.
I'm still shocked.
But that's my point though. Yeah. Because if you think about the Denver Nuggets, what makes them be the 2nd seed this year? What's making them so great?
Jokic.
That's one player.
And Gary Harris and
but they're not.
And the other one,
Jokic is the main one carrying that team.
So basically,
right one primary star is carrying that team.
Yeah.
It's possible in the West. Because you know why also, too? Unless you're playing Golden State, you can win any given night. Unless you're playing because Golden State's going to win the West. That's easy. But from the 2nd seed all the way down, open season.
Jamal Murray's a beast, too. He's good, too.
I'm not saying he's not.
He is a beast.
Yeah, he is.
But if you just saw the roster before this season started, matter of fact, we all did our predictions. None of us had Denver 2nd.
No. Wait. So you can see Dallas taking that leap to be in a top 3 team in the West?
I'm not saying they can, but I'm not saying they can't either. Look at nobody picked the Denver Nuggets to be there.
Yeah.
Nobody picked the Pacers in the East to be there.
Right.
It's the NBA. It's any given game, any given season. As long as you're not playing Golden State, you're good.
Yeah.
That's basically what it's come down to. Now, let's talk about a team that was affected by the trade, by all the trade talks, but no trade happened. The Lakers.
Well, it was crazy because they kept upping it. Like at my point, what was you gonna just have LeBron and Anthony Davis
and nobody else?
I mean,
right.
Now, one thing that was brought up,
LeBron is
because the entire roster was gonna go.
One thing that was brought up. Do you think the Pelicans were wrong on their antics to try to sabotage the Lakers? Did you hear before I even ask the question? Did you hear about what happened?
No, tell me what happened.
So, right now the speculations are the New Orleans Pelicans had no intentions of trading Anthony Davis
until after the season, right?
Until after the season,
yeah.
But they were kind of bitter because Anthony Davis doesn't want to be there, and he wants to go to the Lakers. So every time the Lakers' Magic Johnson contacted the Pelicans with trade offers, he leaked the trade offers.
The Pelicans
to try to affect the Lakers' morale and roster and all that.
Here's the thing, and that's
crazy.
That's
not right at all. That is not right.
But here's the thing, what's Anthony Davis' contract situation?
Oh, he's there. He's there for 2 years.
Oh, is he?
2 years.
Yeah. Okay. So Pelicans basically, I mean,
and they already look bitter because the league was actually looking to fine the Pelicans for sitting him after the trade deadline because he played 3 quarters.
Yeah. The Pelicans,
they're bitter.
The Pelicans, at the end of the day, bitter for what? The Lakers about to give you a franchise for the man.
Yeah, exactly.
Players and picks.
Right.
They were giving up, what was it?
Kuzma, Lonzo Ball,
they gave
Rondo.
The Lakers' last trade offer, they conceded with giving 3 first-round picks, 4 second-round picks.
You know what I mean? And you got starters
and you were
bench
getting Hart,
you got starters and guys to come off your bench.
Yeah.
And they were taking bad contracts, giving up the draft picks, and giving the whole house and kitchen sink for Anthony Davis. But they were still bitter.
Fools.
Yeah, I don't get that.
I'd have taken that in a heartbeat.
For a player that don't want to be there?
They would have been, listen.
So what do they have to gain by not doing the trade now and waiting until after the season? What do they have to gain?
See if Boston makes noise in the playoffs and Kyrie Irving re-signs with Boston, they want Anthony Davis. And the trade offer would be Tatum.
So then why would you wait to possibly have Boston take him when you could have gotten him right now? That's my point. What do they have to gain?
Because they get Jason Tatum. I'm not going to lie to you. I'd take Tatum over every player.
Wow, over 5 players?
Tatum and Brown?
Jaylen
Brown and Tatum in the first-round pick? That's done.
Over Kuzma and about 3.
The whole roster.
Tatum.
Before draft.
Right.
We're talking about Tyler. Don't be disrespectful.
No, I'm not disrespecting Tatum. I'm saying you getting 2.
Well, Kuzma is nice, dog.
Tatum is here. But Kuzma's on his way up.
Tatum is kind of having a sophomore slump year, though, to be honest. To be honest.
Personally, I think Tatum's ceiling is high, but Kuzma is having a great year. My problem is it's the draft picks, not just the players. I mean, you built. Listen, your team, Dallas, when they traded Herschel to Minnesota and got all them draft picks, they built a dynasty.
Now, all right, that argument I can agree with, but to me, it depends on what the Pelicans are looking to do. Are they looking to completely rebuild? Then yes, take all the draft picks, take the young guys. But if they're not, because you got to think too, it's a lot of question marks. Is Kuzma really going to keep getting better? We don't know. Lonzo Ball, can he stay healthy? We don't know. It's a lot of question marks there. But Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum is going to be a star. He's a star now.
He's actually scoring 3 more points this year than last year.
Shooting guard and the small forward, starting shooting guard and the starting forward.
But let's not forget that first. What is the pick? The Celtics have the Sacramento Kings first round pick too, and that's what the pick that they would get.
And next year's draft.
Mm-hmm. That's the pick they got from us, right?
We held Boston.
Yeah, we held that and we gave it to them like idiots.
Yeah, to try to get
Markelle Fultz. Oh, speaking of that, Markelle Fultz is out of here, y'all.
I'm happy.
Oh my! How do you forget about that? Orlando Magic, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank y'all.
I ain't gonna lie. Elton Brand,
He's done
GM of the year. Elton Brand is GM of the year.
He got rid of first round picks and got them right back from Dylan. Markel Fultz.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But how about this too? You know who else is good? Because he messed up in the summer, in the off season. I mean, not the summer, in the off season. But came back strong. Houston's GM.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? More.
He messed the team up, but he put him in good position right now with the recent acquisitions that he has. So.
Yeah.
So
we were talking about because you were like, well, we were just talking about that. You know, you got a one-man show down there, and you let Ariza go, who else? Serge Ibaka go, and basically left your team struggling, but for one man.
Yeah, man, all these trades, I can't wait. I can't wait as the season keeps progressing. Let's see what goes on. Man, playoff time right around the corner.
Yes, sir.
Right around the corner.
It's gonna be a crazy season.
Can't wait.
I mean, it's gonna be a crazy playoff run. It's gonna be crazy.
Man, it'll be crazy until the finals.
We want to remind everybody to please continue, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and let's keep the conversation.